Mark Chamberlain has just beaten Gavin Gwynne via round 4 stoppage. What a performance it was by Mark Chamberlain. Massive win for him. And yeah, it was a massive step up for him as well. And Mark Chamberlain gets it done. Easy work. But there was obviously a bit of a head clash, which did make massive swelling on Gavin Gwynne's eye. You could even see the swelling like bouncing around when he was hit. Like it was really, really, really bad from it. And Mark Chamberlain was really good at being able to take advantage of it. He's got really, really, really quick hands and hits ridiculously hard as well. Mixes it up really well. He's really, really, really good, to be fair, Mark Chamberlain. I see him going a really long way, to be honest with you. It's a really good performance by him against a good, solid, tough opponent in Gavin Gwynne. Mark Chamberlain was good with the jab, and he was mixing it up well to the body, then going up top. Really, really, really dangerous shots that there were. Big left hands as well from Mark Chamberlain in that one, which I think, it was the right eye that Gavin Gwynne couldn't see out of, and Mark Chamberlain was just able to capitalize on that with massive left hands, and you could just see the swelling bouncing around. It was not pleasant to see. I'm not gonna lie, but Gavin Gwynne, obviously warrior, stayed in there, But he was always going to get finished eventually, and I do think that was obvious from the first round. Let's be real, like Chamberlain was going right after him. Like, I do get, the eye injury definitely did play a factor. The headbutt played a factor in that, of course it did. And Gwynne just wouldn't be able to get his rhythm going because I just feel like Gavin Gwynne didn't really want to take too many risks because he didn't really want to get that eye busted up even more. It was getting bad anyway, though. Mark Chamberlain was feinting really well and was just so quick when he was mixing up his shots. Made it really confusing for Gavin Gwynne. Mark Chamberlain with, a real good high punch volume. Did not let Gavin Gwynne breathe whatsoever there. With Gavin Gwynne, it was hard for him to get a rhythm going because, as I said, didn't want to take too many risks. But when you've just got that amount of shots coming back at you, that in that quick pace that Mark Chamberlain was doing today, it's hard to throw back. It is. It was like, in the end, Gwynne, it was like he just decided to it looked like he was just, playing it really defensive and just trying to survive in the end, to be fair. Fair play to him for hanging in there for as long as possible, though. But let's be real. We knew from very early on that was only going Mark Chamberlain's way. Like, we could tell from very early on that was only going one way, and that was going to Mark Chamberlain's way. Good solid fight, to be fair. Good solid fight. Good stuff by Chamberlain. And it's going to be interesting to see how far he can go. It will be. For Gavin Gwynne, his next steps will be interesting, but I don't think he should hang up the gloves at all. I want to see him go again. I think, there are still some interesting fights to make for him. For Mark Chamberlain now, though, there's some interesting fights out there for him, to be fair, like the Sam Noakes fight, which, I think, lots of people lots of British boxing fans have been talking about, to be honest with you. So I feel like that would certainly be an interesting fight, Mark Chamberlain and Sam Noakes. That's probably, that should be next. For Gavin Gwynne, I don't know. But I still feel like, he's a guy who should take some decent fights. So still test himself against, the best guys possible, really. And Gavin Gwynne seems like the kind of guy to, take the best fights possible. I hope that Gavin Gwynne doesn't take a load of steps back. I just want to, what's he, 18-3? Just go in there and, just have it out with some of the best guys in that you can. If you lose, then you lose. If you win, then, big stuff for you. Let's see him, test himself against the best guys that he's given. It's going to be interesting to see. Frank Warren thinks highly of Gavin Gwynne. He said it. And especially Mark Chamberlain as well. Frank Warren thinks highly of both guys. So it's going to be interesting to see the next steps in their career. But for Mark Chamberlain, I see this man going somewhere. I do. I think he's a really, really, really good boxer, to be honest with you. Really, really, really dangerous. Hard hitting, really, really, really quick as well. And he could be the full package. as he builds. To be fair, like, you know, he's got the potential to be something really, really, really good in my opinion, and, you know, be something really good for British boxing. I really do think highly of Mark Chamberlain. To be fair, and, you know, there's definitely some big stuff coming up for him. Let's see what happens next for him in 2024. Looking forward to it. He certainly is an interesting guy to follow his career, in my opinion. Mark Chamberlain will be interesting. But yeah, for Gavin Gwynne, let's see what's next for him. I feel like, you know, we should stick around, fight, you know, the best guys possible, test yourself, and that's why I do think he will do. But yeah, Mark Chamberlain. Big fights out there for him. Big fights out there for him. I feel like we do need to see that Sam Noakes fight. Then, if Chamberlain is able to win that fight, which it will be difficult, then, you know, he could move on to some good, solid things, to be fair. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, Keels. I'll speak to you on the next one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.